Emo Gremlin, the 5'4" guy is pretty good. Jenna, I did get your bracelet. Thank you, Antonio. Cologne was one of my favorites. Do you have a P.O. box? I do not. Do I support Therians? I support you no matter who you are. Whatever your thing is, as long as you don't judge others and push your beliefs on others. If you're going to push your beliefs on other people, I have a problem with you. If you just mind your own business, we're good. London Win. I just played a sold-out show in London, you goofball. Where's Church at? He's in his own room. Yo, the kiss emoji, thank you for the follow. How do I tell my parents I'm bi? You just say I am bi. And if anyone has a problem with that, it's maybe not worth coming out to them because no one's opinion matters. Broken Glass, thank you for the follow. Can we get a hint on the feature? I'm trying to think of the best way to hint the feature. It is a solo artist, not a band, on the feature. So that's my hint of the day. When will you drop the new song? The new song will drop. Mike Kenzie, thank you for the follow. The new song will drop September 24th. Can I get a September 24th in the chat? Mina, I'm just glad you're here. You going to Washington? I'd love to. Robin says, yay. Good. How was Frankfurt? Frankfurt was awesome. It was more like Manchester to London, if Cologne was London and Frankfurt was Manchester. It was like the crowd was more intimate and close and smaller, but whereas Cologne was like London. It was like 600 people, and it was like a sea of people, and you could see a row of people, an army of people. It was awesome. And yeah, it's pretty great, dude. I mean, I just can't believe we're getting to this point. You're telling me the biggest shows I've ever headlined in my life are in countries I've never stepped foot in? If we're doing this now, it is literally undeniable. TX2 will sell out stadiums one day. I know I'm saying this and it sounds crazy, but name another band that can just go to a bunch of different countries they've never been to and just sell them out and have the fans. And what's cool is the coolest part about all this too is I see white shirt, black ties in different countries with different accents. And I'm like, damn, the X movement has that impact. How many of you are X's? I mean, if you are an X and you are part of this movement, understand that you won't be able to see this because you're not going on these tours, etc. But we have a worldwide impact in countries across the world that need to hear our message, and we are doing it. It's pretty cool. So Astro King, thank you for the follow. Quick question, 450 people in this live stream right now. How many of you are new? If this is your first time on a live stream with me and you're like new here, out yourself. Say I'm new. Just the word new, first time if you're new. And if you're an X, like Mishi, so Walmart plastic bag, you're new, welcome. Where are you from? Where did you get that name? Ash is an X. Jenna, you're new, welcome. Mario Lee, welcome to my live stream, you're new. Gavin's new. Junior and Asher and Lisa are, of course, X's. Remy's an X. Shoto's new. Millie's new, welcome. Tari TX2 fan's a liar. Kev, okay, you knew us from that collab. Wait till you hear the next collab, it'll blow your mind. Alice is new, welcome. Sarah's new, okay, a bunch of new people. Ashley Moon, thank you for the follow. A bunch of X's as well. X's hang around, I'll get into the tea. It looks like we have some good service right now, which is great. For anyone who is new, if you are a fan of bands like My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, those are the bands I grew up listening to, and they inspired my band. And if you like those bands, you might like my band. I'm currently across the world on a European tour that's sold out. If you want to say you found a band on the come up, this is your chance. Look up TX2. Anywhere you have music, everyone look up TX2 for the new people. If you're like, yo, I like your music, I like your vibes, I go live every day to get to know all of you. So that's why I was like, how many of you are new? Quick question for the new people, how did you find me? If you just found me scrolling, right, FYB, thanks for saying I rock a skirt. If you found me because you know my music, be like, I know your music. If you didn't know I make music, be like, you make music? Look up TX2 for those people. You might like it, you might hate it. But if you know the music and you like it, for all the new people, real quick, my goal also with going live is to get to know you and build a community. I'm building a movement that anyone is welcome to join. It's called the X movement. Everybody who's part of it is an X, and all of you are welcome. We just have 3 rules. Rule 1, you promise to stay alive because you need to be here and you need to know that life is worth living. If you are part of this movement, you just have to promise me you'll stay with us. We need you. Rule 2, you promise to stay safe. Any minors and emo kids, listen up. I know there's a bunch of you who like emo music. Adults should never privately message you, and if an adult is ever privately messaging you and trying to form a relationship, tell a trusted adult, tell authorities. You will never catch me doing that. Any artist that does that is fucking weird. artists are not your best friends. There's a boundary there for a reason. And I'm telling you this because I wish I knew that when I was younger. So I hope that helps you. That's rule number 2. Be safe, hold people accountable. And rule number 3, no gatekeeping. No one gives a shit how long you've listened to some band. You're not more special. I know you want to feel more special. But everyone has a different story. Respect that. If you can follow those rules, welcome to the X movement. You are officially an X. And if you want to help build out the scene with me of these 3 rules, eventually we're going to make a big difference. If you want to build out the scene, I have a Discord. You're welcome to join. You can make friends with other like-minded X's. If you want to get updates every time I'm live, I notify it every time I'm live. Whenever I have a teaser or something here, you want to hear about any news first, the Discord knows first. We do events there sometimes. I break down all the lyrics. If you want to be in the Discord, DM me on IG at TX2 official. Ask for a link to my Discord. If I've missed you, DM me again. If you don't want to DM me, Google search the X movement or TX2's Discord. But Insta is the only place I will ever check my DMs. Anywhere else, you're wasting your time. My Insta is at TX2 official, same username as this account. If I missed you, DM me again. Every few days I check it. I send out links, and that's the only DM I'll send. And if you want to look up our music, look up TX2. New people, let me know. How many of you are new X's? If you watched it and you made it through and you're a new X, be like, I'm a new X. Out yourself. Time to respond, everyone. CC Slimy says hello. Millie, I'd love to. Collab with Youngblood. It's insane how many people say that. I think that's a good sign. I'm a huge fan. And I hope one day we can, in some way, shape, or form get recognized. But we'll see. Notice me, Charlotte. You've been noticed. Percy, welcome back. Sophia, glad you think so. Collab with Young. I would love to. When's Nice Guy coming out? Everyone, Nice Guy is coming out September 24th. Mark your calendars. Have you pre-saved it? Someone says, what's your opinion on all the hate you get? Here's an educational answer. Do you really think I care about hate when I'm getting 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify and selling out an entire European tour in countries I've never been and opening up for most of my favorite bands, connected now with my favorite bands? My favorite band of all time knows I exist, and I wish I could tell you more about that. But in answer to your question, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Psychiatry says, kind of seems like you do. Well, I use it as a tool. Why wouldn't I? If life just gave you a free tool, a reason for people to talk, why wouldn't you do it? I poke the bear every day. It's like a bear. If I take a stick, people get angry about me living my life. Oops, I'm just going to keep doing that because every time the bear gets angry, you talk more and I get more views. It's great. Do you have any videos from Eindhoven? Soon, yes. You have a headache. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. You drew me as a wolf. That's awesome, Acid. Thank you. Collab with Falling Universe. I would also be down. Quite frankly, either artist. I'm a big fan of any artist that gets a lot of hate. I definitely relate to and understand. Both artists do. And I'm trying to think of artists. The only artists that I wouldn't like to work with are artists that have a proven track record of doing something horrible. So then the line gets gray. So the quite frankly, the horrible things you can imagine there's like 3 terrible things. And if you do one of these 3 terrible things, that is where I can't work with you or be associated with you. But as long as you haven't done these 3 terrible things, I mean, if you've said some stupid shit, if you have a different opinion, whatever it is, no matter, I don't give a shit. As long as you don't do one of those 3 terrible things. So I think that's pretty simple. Do I care if someone brands me as the official TX2 hub? Yeah, well, you're not the official, but you could be a hub of anything. I can't tell you how to live your life. Raven Rose, thank you for the follow. But the only difference is the official. Notice me. I'm a Mackenzie. You've been noticed. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. You better be. And everyone in this live stream, what do you want to know? Nicholas, thanks for the follow. How did I get the name TX2? My first legal name is Timothy. My last name is Thomas. TX2. Czech Republic. Who's coming to the Czech Republic tomorrow? The rest of the band has different hotel rooms. Lucy says, how are you? I'm good. What's your favorite song you've made? It's probably Feed that's out. Or no, Hostage. Hostage, Feed, Nice Guy. In that order. Yo, Rowan, glad you're a big fan. What is my favorite show so far? I don't know. It's really hard for me to tell. Yeah, you should have been there for the UK tour. Liza, thank you for the follow. I mean, dude, London was the biggest TX2 headline we've played to date. Cologne was the second biggest, and both were armies of people screaming words in different countries I've never been. I mean, that's unreal. London was amazing. I thought so too. Free Luigi for sure. Rose says hello. Collab with MGK, I would love to. And Denmark soon, didn't just follow the three. Didn't do the three things. Fuck it, man. Do you listen to 3 Days Out? But I do know some artists, by the way, who have done one of the three things. And the worst part is they got away with it. And it's really sad. And I have this information, and sometimes it haunts me because I'm like, I wish I could just say something and do something. But I can't yet. But you have to understand the point of TX2. This whole thing is a revenge mission. So when I get to the point where I know I can, there's a lot of information in T I will drop. But I physically cannot until that point, until the day I know that that people won't blackball me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna hold on to that information and just know I remember it. Finn says hello. Waiting for the day I drop the T. It'll be a while. I can't give you any hints. I'm not gonna. There's a reason. I mean, it's crazy. There's a lot going on. How was the show in Zurich? That was insane too. I mean, there wasn't a bad show on this tour. I will say it. Europeans go harder than Americans. Americans, we need to pick it up. What's going on? Why is it that Europe goes harder than America? Every concert, I'm always like, they beat you. All right, everyone else, we are TX2. If you want to check out my band, look up TX2. If you want to join my Discord, just DM me on IG at TX2official, ask for a link, and you could be an X, part of the X movement. Get updates when I'm live, make friends before coming out to shows, share your concert pictures, get updates on everything first. If you haven't already, pre-save it, Fink and Fio, nice guy, new song, use the sound, pre-save it, Fink and Fio. I'll be live now on YouTube. My YouTube is TX2official. So for anyone who wants to keep hanging with me, feel free to on YouTube. Everyone, one more time, TX